This is RuneCraft-OnlyChunks, the chunk-locked Iron Man that unlocks every runecrafting altar in order, only moving on when all available tasks are complete. The goal is the runecrafting cape, with some twists along the way. Join me, won't you? Last episode we completed the chunk by getting to 40 thieving off a single man spawn, collecting all free-to-play talismans, and getting the adamant chain body. This episode there's a bit of a grind coming because I have very basic equipment and a reasonably high level to get to. Stay tuned. Here we are in the chunk picker. So the tasks for this chunk are very simple. Literally start goblin diplomacy, kill a few enemies, black bear, goblin, ice fiend, I'm not really worried about them. The main thing I have to do is get a bronze axe from a goblin, as well as maybe a couple upgrades, bronze simi. When I've done that, I can start my fire making and woodcutting grind and burn some yew logs. That's the final goal of this chunk, and then I can move on to the next one. In fact, I've already cooked some meat, so let's tick that off. Alright, for the first time since I arrived in my chunk, I'm now leaving it on purpose. I'm just going to run around Falador just in case there's any music tracks. Actually, you know what? I don't think there are any extra music tracks. So next time I can just take a shortcut through Falador, and that's fine. Just as long as I don't go into the next chunk over, I won't unlock the Draenor Manor chunk music. Alright, I'm going to mark this chunk as unlocked. Coming up on the chunk now, there's the land. There's the fresh land, so I'm actually at the same level as the Mind Altar at the moment. Goblin Village is below me, and if I was to go to the right, that's where White Wolf Mountain is. This building is part of a quest. I can't start this quest because the quest start is not in any chunk I'll ever have access to. So I can't climb over this wall anyway. Alright, let's just kill our first black bear. I'm fairly sure these guys are pushovers, even though they're technically the strongest enemy I have available in this chunk. Made quick work of that. And now, thanks to this raw bear meat, I actually have access to some cooking training. Overlooking Goblin Village, here's my first Goblin KC. And coins and bones. I tell you what, the first time my first KC of anything is not coins and bones, I'll let you know. Lots of normal trees here. This might be a good spot to train some woodcutting. Let's actually go in the Mind Altar now. There it is. I think Mind Altar has actually one of the most interesting designs. I'm not sure why it's ruined when it's supposed to represent mind, but it is in the shape of a brain, which is quite cool. There's really not much here to see though. Okay, tell you what, this is actually a bit of a surprise, but dwarves do actually walk into this chunk. That's not something I was planning on. I can get a pickaxe when I need it later, but I will actually be able to get a pickaxe in this chunk, because dwarves walk from their chunk into my chunk. The rule is that I can interact with anything that is in my chunk, even if it doesn't spawn in that chunk. That includes these ice fiends too. I cannot get into the ruins of Kamdazal, because the quest for that is not in this chunk. I can, however, interact with these doors, but they're locked. Entering Goblin Village for the first time, I've just unlocked the Goblin Village music track, which is actually, I think it's really underrated. And I guess I'm just going to start killing some goblins. I'll see if anything interesting happens. What's this cave? I don't remember this. Legitimately, what is this? They put Mario Slide in RuneScape. Well, that was fun. I don't think there's actually anything that I need to complete in this dungeon, other than having completed the minigame once. There's no benefit for getting a fast lap time. So there's nothing that's completable here. I guess doing it once was probably a chunk goal. This room is cool though. Let's just rid myself of that memory. Oh, okay, the first interesting drop that I get is this red cape. I'll swap it out for my black one because, I mean, that's the meme on OSRS YouTube, isn't it? Just got the bronze spear. Now that actually is an upgrade from the iron dagger, so I'm going to switch to that. That's not my best in slot, but it is an upgrade, so I'm going to keep it. Okay, I've had a little conversation with these guys, and now I'm starting the Goblin Village quest. there is actually nothing else I can do other than start the quest, because I can collect the goblin mail, but I can't give it to them without dying it first. Hang on, I've only just now noticed this permanent fire here. Can I can, you can just cook with it. So there you go. I don't even need an axe, I can just use this fire. Yes! The bronze axe! Oh my god. Oh, I was so desperate for this last chunk. But there you go, I've got it now, and to be fair, I shouldn't be so happy that I've got it because it just implies torture. I have to get to 60 woodcutting and fire making with just this bronze axe. Another bronze spear? Okay, well, they're not that rare, so I'm not that shocked. I'll probably get a few more of these. And nothing. They take a long time to die for the items to show up, but I'm really tearing through these goblins. They're so easy training. I wish I'd had them in my first chunk. Kill count check says 35. 36 now. And some mind runes. Actually, that's really good. I'll use them on magic in a bit. Calling it Bronze Scimitar. Let's go. Okay, I was half right in the first part of the name. Whoa! Yes! Wow! I got that so quickly! Look! 45 kill count. It's a 1 in 128. Let's go! Yes! Okay, I shouldn't be freaking out about a bronze scimitar. But that is now, I think, my best in slot for a while. So yeah, Goblin Village done. 45 KC, and I got absolutely everything I needed, including a 1 in 128 and 2 bronze axes. Let's just do some woodcutting and fire making, just as a kind of a victory lap. Burn the village down. And that's my first fire making level on the account. Okay, inventory time. There's no more combat to do, so I'm going to get rid of all my food, get rid of a bunch of runes that I won't use. I'm just going to hold on to the earth runes because that is a good chunk. That's a lot of magic XP later. The magic hat I'll keep for some reason. Why not? I'll maybe drop it later. But the talismans I want to keep, and obviously my money. So yeah, this is what my inventory looks like now. And I'm going to start some woodcutting. Actually, I forgot one thing. I have to kill these ice fiends as well, as part of a chunk goal. They actually don't drop anything interesting, but they do have good health, and there's lots of them, so it would be good for training later if I needed it. But yeah, I'll kill a few of these, see when I've done, like, I don't know, 10. Yeah, I think that about does it. I've had my fun. I think it's time to do some woodcutting. And back in the chunk picker, I have my bronze simi. Completed goblin diplomacy, kill the bear, kill the ice fiend, get the axe. Everything's done, just need to do the use. That's what it looks like right now. And here we go, 2 woodcutting, kicking things off. I'm absolutely going to blast through these levels to 15. And then I'm going to AFK oaks pretty much for the next week. And yeah, it's going to be awesome. Alright, welcome back. 5 woodcutting now. And 9 woodcutting. Okay, I'm about halfway around my first lap of the map. Basically, I just chop a tree when I see it. These levels are just so gentle and so relaxing. This is actually a lot of fun. I mean, it's good dopamine, just at these early levels. Surprise! But flicking through my levels, I just discovered that I'm actually so close to 39, so just killing one highwayman gets me to 39. Nice. With this tree, we should be at 12 woodcutting. I don't care, but we're nearly there. And 15 fire making. We can now set fire to oaks. Not done yet, though. Woodcutting is a little slower than fire making in terms of total number of logs. 14 woodcut. 1 more level. And there it is! 15 woodcut. That's not a big deal. I just speedran this and absolutely just bossed it out. It took, what, 30 minutes? I don't know. But that's 18 fire making from the same grind. And we can now cut down oak trees. So let's go and do that. Got to get a nice dramatic angle of this. There you go. Our first oak log. Wow, this is quick. Isn't that insanely rare at level 15 with the bronze axe? Like, ridiculously quick. Oh my god. I didn't expect it to be this fast. Jesus. And now, actually, in a way, it's a moment of truth. Because I'm going to set a goal from 1 to 60 in both woodcutting and fire making. and we can see what percent I've already completed. Okay, it's updated. Didn't expect 16 woodcutting off that, but I'm at 1%, 1.0% from 1 to 60 in the woodcutting grind. So that's cool. Just got to do that 100 more times. Alright, it's been a while since I recorded a clip, but here's my first clue nest on the account. I've had a few clue scrolls in the past, but none in any chunks that I will ever or have already unlocked. Let's check this one out. Yeah, no, I didn't expect anything, but yeah, there you go. I am checking for clues. Yeah, this is just short of being completable. Ah! 300 total level. So future Moke here, I decided not to show you a slideshow of me grinding levels and saying, hey, this is a level up. You know what it looks like when you level up. So instead, well, here is a slideshow, but a much more condensed version. Our story continues just before I got to 52 woodcutting, when I remembered something about a dwarf. It's time to venture out of my chunk one more time, because I think I've decided to take a break from the woodcutting. I've been actually, well, taking a break for a long time from the account, to be honest. I've been playing a lot on my mobile while I've been at work and things. Like, woodcutting is such an easy AFK thing to do, especially when it's so slow with a bronze axe. So I've just been chilling. I just want to finish off the dwarfs that are inside the mine chunk. They wander into the mine chunk even though they don't spawn there. That means I can interact with them and get a new best in slot, which is the iron battle axe, which gives plus 13 strength bonus. They also drop a bronze pickaxe, which actually I'll probably end up with like 10 of them by the time I finish the grind here, but that is technically a drop I need because it's a best in slot skilling item. Here we are. There's one in the chunk already. I can actually just get cracking. Come on, coins and bones! A bronze pickaxe first kill. Okay, hello. Bronze pickaxes are like 1 in 9 though. I'll show you the loot table and probabilities on the screen right now, so you can take a gander at that. Like I say, 1 in 128 for the iron battle axe. Bronze pick number 2. Might be fun actually, if we just keep them in the inventory for a while and see how many we can get by the end of the grind. That'll be fun. I've started hopping worlds now, because they don't always walk into the chunk. They're not like constantly in my chunk, so I have to wait a little while. So instead I've just hopped worlds just to speed things up a bit. This is a lucky one though, they're both in here. There's a man in this chunk and I kill him in between, and guess what he just dropped? And I'm just admiring my man KC from before. 2,284 man KC with 12 iron daggers. But the first 500, remember, I went completely dry. Let's just hope that doesn't happen again. Iron battle axes are the exact same drop rate as an iron dagger from a man. Blackguard. He's pretty tough, this guy. But I've looked him up. He has the exact same drop table as the dwarves. So actually, if he wanders into the chunk, I can kill him just fine. But it does take about 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes to kill this guy. 4th bronze pickaxe. So I've actually started running low on food. I came to these bears to get some food and to test if I'll actually have a net gain of health from it. But actually it looks like these bears are pretty strong still. They can hit me for like 3s. And even if they hit me for a couple of 1s, that's not really great because I'll end up burning their meat anyway. So I've decided to drop the pickaxes and I'm... Whoa, hello. He wasn't in the junk. But yeah, I'm dropping the pickaxes and I'm gathering the bones. And I'll just do another bones to bananas. I got a couple nature rune drop, so if I get low health, I can simply cast bones to bananas and I should be good. I have my bones, and now I have the water runes too. Here we go. Let's cast it. Nice. It's not incredible food, but it will subside me for the rest of the grind, I'm fairly sure. Got me first maze random, didn't I? It's coal and iron arrows. Neither of those I can use. I will never have access to a furnace. Huh. Classic. Oh, that's it! That's it! That wasn't even a grind. Oh, that's so good. It's done. So there you go. It has 13 melee strength and 8 slash bonus. Yeah, it's better than the bronze simi, even though it's a little bit slower. Anyway, thank God I got a little bit spoon-fed on this one. 84 KC, everything's done. So, back to my classic oak chopping spot. Back in the air altar chunk. It's safe to say we're in the end times now. There is really not much left. Just 60 woodcut. And it says I'm halfway there, so let's keep it up. And that's what happened on the day I got 52 woodcut. Just like last time, I noticed that I was nearly at a milestone, and there is 40 hit points. Not bad. It's a nice net round, even number, 40. That's 53. Just got my second ever genie. As with everything, this will go into agility. Oh my god! I just got back-to-back genies. Let's go. This milestone is nearly meaningful, but 59 fire making, that's one more fire making level till 60. It breaks up the grind, but I mean, I'm still basically halfway through the grind right now to 60 woodcutting. Nice. Shoutouts to my buddy Text. Thanks, man. Here we go. This is not the most meaningful moment, but it is a milestone. That's 60 fire making on the account. We can now burn yew logs. But I'm only 2/3 of the way through the grind, so we keep on going. That's 55 woodcut and 60 fire making. Just completed the quiz. This is a scam. It's a scam. I decided to keep going with fire making. That's 63 on the account, but really, yeah, there's no real need to do that. I just feel like dropping them is just a bit wasteful. But I'm 58, 2 more woodcuts to go. Ooh-wee! 59 woodcutting on the mother flipping account. God, what a beast I am. I just love how chunkmen just become such weird looking characters. Probably the last meaningless fire making level, 64. The time has come, people. One more chop and we're in. Let's go, let's do this. That's the... Oh, one more chop. One more chop. And that's the final log for 60 woodcutting. You can now cut down yew trees. It is time to finish this chunk. Right, boss music, go. And there it is! I've done it! I've taken down the tree! A splendid tree has fallen by the power of a bronze axe and been burnt by the power of an absolute Chad in an Addy chain and bronze med. Yes! That's it! The chunk is done. I am a legend, although really, actually... I mean, it felt like a lot of a grind, but really, it actually wasn't that bad. It can be so much worse. I know it can. And I think I definitely have much worse to come. But, you know what? I'm going to enjoy it anyway. There we go. A last look at my levels. Alright, RuneLight says I've been playing 3 days and 14 hours. Yeah. I would often leave it on at work. I would literally click a tree and then let myself log out. But, you know, that's just how it is. 3 days and 12 hours, technically. Okay, I have been chopping this yew tree for a little bit. I just want to do a victory lap. So, I'm going to literally set fire to all of these yew logs around this yew tree. And how's that? How's that for a victory lap? Nice. Nice. Oh, get a good look at that. Oh, that's thumbnail potential. Holy shit. Here we are, in the final couple minutes. I can mark these off. Burn yew logs, chop yew logs, complete. That is the mind altar completed. And you know what comes after air, then mind? It's the water altar. What runes are in this chunk? Now, there's actually not much. So in the next episode, I'll probably go through a couple of chunks, not just one. But I will say, this chunk is huge for me, for multiple reasons. By the way, in case you're curious, getting a bronze pickaxe will still not unlock mining, because there's no tin or copper in this west mine. There is in this east mine, but I'll never have access to that. But there is something massive in this chunk, in this cave, that unlocks a skill and gives me potential, really just massive important things for this chunk. So I'll let you think about that. But yeah, next episode we tackle the Lumbridge Swamp, the Water Altar chunk, and beyond. See you soon.